Why do startups fail? In this video, I'm going to talk about why and how to improve your chances. Most founders think they're building the next big thing. In reality, more than 90% of startups fail. Why, you ask? Here are 4 good reasons and also what you can do about it. The first reason is that people focus on the product and not on the customers. Life is too short to build something nobody wants, and yet 40% of the startups fail because they solve a problem the market doesn't need. The solution may solve a problem for the entrepreneur, but there are not enough people that are willing to pay for it. Or there may be enough people, but they're not willing to pay because the problem is not too big. So what's the solution? First of all, talk to the users long before you start finding a solution. Get to know your users and understand them. The second one is to reduce the amount of features. Focus on the features that are at the core of your value proposition. No startup was successful because of some nice-to-have features it had. The most important thing is to test your idea, ASAP. Test it before spending money on development and branding. Test, and also test. Build a prototype and bring it to users as quickly as possible. This is how you'll know if the market really wants your product. In many cases, success is also a matter of timing. You may have a great idea, but the market is not ready yet. The success of many products is derived from their go-to-market timing. For example, Airbnb succeeded because they broke out into the market when there was an economic crisis and people wanted to make money from their assets. This situation made people open their mind and homes to strangers and allow them to enter. A second reason for failure is focus, or rather lack of focus. If you're doing something that is not moving you forward, just stop. If you're in cafes, doing networking, hiring directors, working on collaborations that are not fruitful, arranging public relation conferences, just stop. These things are killing you slowly. Instead, focus on 2 things, the users and the product. A third reason for failure is when you're a one-man show. Research showed that good startups, not surprisingly, consist of good teams. Other research showed that for a single entrepreneur, it takes 3 times more time to succeed than a startup with a balanced team. My advice, find partners who will listen to you, who will balance you. The ideal combination is a hustler, a hipster, and a hacker. A hustler on the business, a hacker on the technology, and a hipster on the design. There could be only one CEO, but she doesn't have to be alone in this business. The fourth reason for failure is an early growth. Over 70% of startups fail because they start the growth process too soon before they understand the product. It is important to make sure you have a product market fit and that it can be sold consistently. To start the growth process, you need to know the product's lifetime value. The lifetime value of a product should preferably be at least 5 times the sales price, so that when we start the growth process, we can sustain it. The goal of any startup is not to be a startup, but to become a business. To sustain it, we need to make sure that our timing as we begin to grow is accurate and that we will understand what we're promoting in the growth process. So what's the solution? We need the right product for the right market in the right sales channel that can consistently maintain effective and economically efficient sales processes. Only when we know these parameters, we can begin to grow. To wrap things up, 90% of the startups fail, but it doesn't have to be your startup. Choose customers over products. Stay focused. Choose the balanced team and start your growth effort only when you're ready. I would love to hear about your startup experiences and how you deal with these challenges. We will be here next week too, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and get more updates on innovation, product, user experience, design, and of course, Design Sprint. May the sprint be with you.